Girl, I wish I could say whiskey helps to drown the pain, but it only helps to drive me insane. Every time I hear your name, baby, I bet you're happy now. Probably found you someone new who's got his life all figured out. As for me, I stay locked up in this old bedroom, writing songs for you and thinking about us. Girl, I thought it was love. Went to bed with a headache tonight, 'cause I've got no one laying by my side. I never knew a king-size bed would get so cold when the king is down and he is all alone. Lord knows I need a queen to hold, yeah. Baby, I bet you're happy now. Probably found you someone new who's got his life all figured out. As for me, I stay locked up in this old bedroom, writing songs for you and thinking about us. Girl, I thought it was love. Girl, I knew it was love. I guess I didn't know what love was. Thank y'all. That's a fun one. This one, I actually I wrote a little longer ago. I was pretty young when I wrote this. Honestly, I don't know what I was thinking. But this is a song called "Let 'Em Talk." She saw me look at you from across the room, not like I planned for it to happen. I know you know he knows it too. We're leaving here without him. Word travels fast in this place. Everybody's got something to say. We don't need to hear what they're thinking. We got our own thing going on. Right or wrong, we know what we want. Just drown it out and turn it off. Just let them talk. Cars in your driveway after the sun comes up. Gonna make some heads turn sideways. Every time they're out, they see us. But we don't need to hear what they're thinking. We got our own thing going on. Right or wrong, we know what we want. Just drown it out and turn it off. Just let them talk. Just let them talk. Oh, baby, wouldn't take it back. We both broke hearts to get on what we have. Let them say what they say and put it in the past. We're the best mistake we ever had. But we don't need to hear what they're thinking. We got our own thing going on. Right or wrong, we know what we want. Just drown it out and turn it off. Just let them talk. Just let them talk. Just let them talk. Just let them talk. Thank y'all. I think I got one more, and then we're gonna do the interview portion of this, which I am significantly worse at than this. So enjoy it while y'all can. The silence of the speaker to the bowl in your hair, to the sweet smell of perfume that's hovering in the air, to the faintest of moonlight peeking through the blinds, to the feeling of new love that's yet to be tried. But I'm getting pretty tired of these little games you play, where we get so damn close, but you up and walk away. To the ends of the earth I'll follow you where the horizon meets the sunrise, if that's just what you choose to do. If you choose to love me, if you choose to leave again, yeah, to the ends of the earth, I'll be your man, yeah, you're my one and only, the true cream of the crop. You're the whole Sunday and the cherry on top, but you invite me in just to close the door. You got my heart chewed up, spit what you choose to do. If you choose to love me, if you choose to leave again, yeah, to the end of the earth, I'll be your man. If you choose to love me, or if you choose to leave again, yeah, to the end of the earth, I'll be your man. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Wow.
Thank you. Oh, hey, buddy.
Hey, Ty. I'm going to say this right now, and everyone will agree with me. You're like the youngest old soul I've ever met in my life. Holy
I've
cow.
gotten that a few times.
When did you write song number 2?
Song number 2, I was probably 15, probably just turned 15.
15? You know what I was doing at 15? I was riding my bicycle out. My mom would say, come home when the lights come on. That was it. Holy crap, man. Dude, you are so talented.
Thank you so much.
One of my 10 bosses, Jimmy Steele, great guy in Austin, Texas.
Yeah?
Hometown.
Oh.
He is in love with you.
Oh.
Says you're the next big thing.
Well, that is so sweet,
And,
isn't that?
and Jimmy, I know you're watching, and you're not wrong. Yeah. What
I
a
love
talent.
you too.
I got to be honest with you. Watching you play guitar is just amazing. I've learned. I've got like 12 guitars, and they've all been gifted to me from friends, and I've bought some over the years on things that I like.
Of course.
And it's sad because a lot of them collect dust.
Yes.
So, but they look great in my studio. But the cool thing is I'm just watching you, and I'm sitting here with your record rep, Jamise, and I just watch you pick, and you make it look so easy. Like in the very beginning of The Ends of the Earth, you're just riffing to yourself, thinking to myself, okay, what if this note goes with this note? How long did you realize, at what age, I think you were pretty young, like 10 or 11 when you started playing guitar?
Yeah, well, you know, I learned this, right?
G chord, I know that one. G, D, E.
I learned this at probably 6 or 7. And so I would, not that good, like not that, but you know, like I could do this at 6 or 7. And I did that for a long time, and then I started doing
Picking.
so like that, but you know, that's just all right here. So you're anchored, and then you're just kind of working off of there. But when I was probably 10 or 11, I could tell you the exact moment. I was in the living room of my house, and we're really starting from I was laying down, and so we turned the TV on, and I was watching Live at Mocambeau, Stevie Ray Vaughan.
Oh, okay, yeah, great guitar player,
amazing guitar player from my hometown
incredible.
of Austin.
Yes.
And so I'm watching this, and you know, it's dimly lit. There's smoke through this whole bar. It's such a legendary venue. The Stones used to go there before they would kick their tour off to run through all of their songs.
Wow.
And so that was kind of what they were known for before these tapes came out of SRV. And it's kind of every guitar player knows what I'm talking about.
Sure.
And so, you know, the room's smoky. He's wearing this hat, and it's covering his face, so his whole face is shadowed. And he's smoking this cigarette, and the butt on the cigarette is like this long.
Oh, man.
And he's sitting here, and he's just... And it's like I say this, and people have laughed at me before, and it's like he was sucking the power from this cigarette.
Yes.
And it was coming out in his hands. And I was sitting there, and I'm watching it, I'm like, oh my God, that's what I want to do. Like, that is cool. And it kind of changed, it kind of flipped my head upside down. And so from that moment on, I kind of dedicated a lot of time, pretty much my life, to learning the neck of the guitar and kind of studying it and getting better and better and better.
Yeah.
And I'm still doing that.
It's
to
not
this
something
day.
you can learn in 5 minutes. I've been practicing for like the last month,
Yeah.
and my fingers hurt
Yeah.
so bad.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
crazy. But and this is the acoustic, and on the electric, you're even better.
Yes. Well, it's just easier. So
Yeah. I know you're a fan of John Mayer.
Very,
and you
very
pick
big fan
you
of
pick
John
like him. I mean, it's amazing to
Yes.
watch. Give me one of your favorite. Just give me a verse of one of your favorite playing the guitar with his.
oh,
What would it be?
Oh God. Oh, that's so tough. Well, like
It's because you have
you
so
got
many.
like the. Well, I mean, just one everybody will know.
Okay.
It's not a silly little moment. It's not the storm before the calm. This is the deep and dying breath of this love that we've been working on. Can't seem to hold you like I want to, so I can feel you in my arms. Nobody's gonna come and save you. We pulled too many false alarms. We're going down. You can see it too. We're going down. And you know that we're doomed, my dear. We're slow dancing in a burning room. My dear, we're slow dancing in a burning room.
That's embarrassing. I got chicken skin right now. You all see my white legs? Good God. Dude,
That's a fun one.
that is sick.
Thank y'all. Thank you.
Here's the funny thing. Like you're talking with us and I'm watching your hands and I'm looking at your fingers and your eyes are shut and you're knowing every string and then you're holding your pick between your fingers. I do that, my pick goes flying out. My wife goes, "Put that down. You look like an idiot."
Yeah,
And I'm trying. So
I really and like it's to the point you get to a point where it's like you learn it and you learn it and you learn it, and the best thing to do is learn how you're doing.
yes.
So like there's actually a video of Mayer online talking about this exact same thing with the exact same song I just did, which is funny. I just remembered about it. Yes. But like he's saying, you could learn this, and you learn that, but unless you know that that's a part of the G, that's a part of the E major pentatonic. It's all right here. So it's like once you you know the why, and then you can like the original lick is, but then you can
Anybody have a check that we can write for guitar lessons today? I'll pay you back. I promise. I swear.
I have this problem where, as you can tell, I just ramble.
Okay, so
that's
hang
what
on.
I get.
No, it's good
I
because
get
here's the thing. I want to talk to your mom because mom's here. Everyone give a round of applause for mom.
There's mom.
So, Ma, as a kid growing up and you're hearing this over and over and over, you're thinking to yourself, oh, my God, if he just gets this one note, will be fantastic. The inner strength of you holding on to all this, you knew something was coming, right? I mean, it was one of those moments you're like, keep going, baby. Just play the guitar and have fun.
Well, that was the thing. So, like, obviously, my parents are beyond supportive. I mean,
100%.
on all aspects. But my dad was a singer-songwriter. So
Yes.
I grew up, watching my dad play in these little bars every night for a couple $100 maybe, and then you got to pay your band.
Yep.
And then you got to pay for gas, and then there's some nights where you're down $200.
Right. You're minus.
Yeah. And so I'm watching all this happen. So obviously my dad's been around. Not very many cases happen like mine. I'm obviously one of the very lucky and so honored to be in the spot I am. So when this my mom's saying, I know for a fact that this is what's going to happen. He's going to do this. I can feel it. Mother's intuition. Every mother knows.
Of course. Yeah.
But my dad naturally this isn't, him not being supportive. It's just like, hey, let's think about this realistically. I don't want you to get,
right.
hopes up. My mom's like, no. No, I'm right. I'm right.
Good job, Mom.
She was
Good
right.
job.
She was
Thank you.
right. She usually is.
It's like my son. My son years ago said, "Dad, I want to be a YouTube star." I'm like, "No, you don't. No, you're never gonna get money on that." Little did I know. Look at you, TikTok sensation.
It's pretty wild what you can do now online.
It's
isn't it?
insane. You grew up in Austin.
Yes.
And came from a long stream of family from ranchers.
Yes. Yeah.
And then you got homeschooled, and then you decided, I don't want to follow in those footsteps, but you picked up the guitar, and we're so grateful you did.
Absolutely. Well, that's the two things, I've gotten that question before, like, was it hard, telling your family that you didn't want to be a rancher and that you wanted to be a musician? Well, just as much as we are cattle ranchers by blood, it's always been what we do. We're music lovers.
Of course.
So when I said, hey, this is what I want to do, they were like, oh, absolutely. That makes 100% sense. Go do that. If you don't, why? You know?
Yeah.
And so that's been the biggest blessing you can ask for sure.
You've been in Texas, Stevie Ray Vaughan.
Yes.
You've opened with Wade Bowen, Willie Nelson. Like, it's a Texas thing. What the hell did they serve down in Texas? I got to tell you.
Well,
it's something in the water down there. There's so many amazing artists.
Well, there's so much water,
Yeah,
so, you know what I mean? It's a lot of area that is covered, but there's so much culture in Texas beyond. I'm biased. I'm gonna sit here and
in Austin.
For sure, Austin, but Texas as a whole. I mean, we're the only state that used to be its own country. I'm not trying to brag or anything. It's just the truth. And so, we're on the border. It's so much culture in one place. And one thing that's always kind of been at the heart of it is music. And so, especially in Austin, obviously. And so there's such a rich history and culture of music in Austin. And like, so it's so diverse. I mean, from the blues to Willie to Bob Wills to shuffles,
Right.
It's just so much music to rock and roll, and then you have ACL, not the festival, which is a whole lot less cooler than the actual live thing, but great in its own right.
Right.
But the you have the ACL Live, which Willie was on the first episode of that, and kind of made it popular, and now is it's the longest streaming TV streaming music program ever, and it's everything is kind of built. I mean, you could just feel it when you walk down the streets. It's just like that's the vibe. There's just like it's just and different than that of obviously Nashville's nice. Love Nashville. It's just totally different vibes.
I just spent the last week in Houston and in Conroe, Texas, which is like the home of Parker McCollum and Cody Johnson. And you're right, there is a vibe there. It's different.
Oh, but every part of Texas.
Yeah,
is different.
and they say there's a triangle. They hit the triangles.
Yeah, so that's I would call that. Some people call that East Texas. I would call that Southeast Texas.
Okay.
So that's very like swampland kind of. Humid.
Oh boy, was it humid!
You're gonna want a fan.
Good thing I didn't have hair.
Yeah.
I felt bad for the girls. Their hair was like poof,
which is different than West Texas. Okay, all of Texas is hot for the majority of the year. We'll have like 2 weeks of fall, 2 weeks of spring. The rest is really hot and then really cold.
Oh my gosh, it's crazy.
And so West Texas though is a different type of hot.
Yeah.
So like East Texas, you got the humid, sweating. You're just sweating bullets, really.
It's crazy.
West Texas, it's starting to get like California, Arizona, where it's hot, so you'll sweat, but then as soon as you start sweating, it dries.
Yep.
And so you don't even know you're sweating.
Take an extra shirt.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah. And then you got North Texas, Dallas, Panhandle, South Texas, Brush Country, and then Austin Hill Country, which is
my next stop is Austin. Coming to your grandfather's the cattle ranch. I want to see the cattle.
Absolutely. Yeah, awesome. Come on out.
You tomorrow night's the big show up here at the Crystal Ballroom.
Yes, very excited.
45 sold out shows already this year.
It's pretty wild.
Man, that's awesome.
It's fun. We're doing. Thank you.
Is there anybody that like? It's kind of hard to compare this, but like you're like, okay, I've opened for Wade Bowen and Willie Nelson and Cody Johnson. So is there anybody that like you're like? I know you want to do your own solo career and do your own thing, but is there anybody out there right now that like, if you had the opportunity, because I was saying this the other day, I'm like, if anybody would take you on a Texas tour or even around the country, not just say Texas, I could see you working really well with George Strait and like Chris Stapleton.
Yeah.
It'd be
Yes,
amazing
Chris
to see.
Stapleton was one of the names I was going to say if you
just have
didn't
that.
say it.
Yeah, well, you have that.
Yeah.
I don't know. You have that sense of vibe together because I would see a lot of him in you by just jamming and playing the guitar.
Yeah, yeah.
And that's what
well,
he did.
Yeah, obviously, like you said earlier, Mayer is my biggest inspiration.
Sure.
And so if I had to pick somebody,
Open for
obviously
him.
he's doing Dead and Co. right now.
Yeah.
He's doing his own thing. But he's not going to be doing that forever,
No.
and he's going to need somebody to go on the road with him, is all I'm saying.
Hey,
So-
John, pay attention. There's somebody here.
He's probably getting annoyed of hearing my
No.
about me.
No,
at this
we're going to talk about it enough.
I
In
talk
fact,
about it in every interview. I feel like it's like he's.
we're going to post this and we're going to tag John Mayer in it so he finds you.
Yeah,
That's what we're going to do.
He'll just do it out of sympathy at some point.
Yeah.
you know.
He's like,
I'll
all right,
win.
I'm taking
I'll
this
win at
kid
the
on the
end.
road.
I'll win in the end.
Just down in Vegas, your
Yes.
first AMAs.
Yes,
And your
yes.
first red carpet.
It was pretty. Yes, it was my first red carpet. It was pretty wild. You know, I've been to red carpets before, so I've seen like the BMI. She loves red
Songwriters,
carpets. Yes.
Songwriter series, yeah.
Yes, and that was fun. That's just so different. I remember when I walked in there for the BMI red carpet, there was cameras literally everywhere, and it was like flash, flash, flash. I wasn't even on the carpet. And I'm like, this is too much.
Yeah.
So I was like a little nervous going into the AMAs. So different, so different. Even like I was told that it's smaller than most award shows, right?
Yep.
BMI really isn't a very big award show at
No.
all. It's for just
That's
the
smaller than
industry. It's not.
AMAs.
Yeah, absolutely. But like, it was so scaled down to the point. AMAs are very important. They're like right under Grammys, and like if you compare it to the CMAs, for instance. CMAs are massive.
Oh,
like
it's
the
huge.
carpet is like 5 times longer. It's in an arena.
Yep.
And so I got there and I was like, oh, this is kind of my vibe right here. I kind of like this. I settled in. I was like, this isn't too bad. The carpet was purple. That threw me off.
That was kind of weird.
I know. I was like, well, this is somebody was colorblind. I was
Obviously. Yeah. Hello. Or it could have been Home Depot and orange carpet, right? So when you're there, and the AMAs are different than the CMAs because the CMAs you see everybody that's a part of country. The AMAs you got J Lo,
Yes.
you got
Yes.
you got
It was pretty wild.
SZA, you
Yes.
got it could be anybody. Were you fangirling over anybody at all, or fanguying, I should say?
Yeah. Well, Alex Earl was there, and so it was
Who?
Alex Earl. She was on the cover of Sports Illustrated this
Okay.
year. Yeah,
Mom?
she was
No.
there. So if I feel like we're all friends here. I feel like we can be honest.
Yeah, totally. We're just family.
Obviously J Lo was there. That was huge.
She looks good.
Janet Jackson got her Icon Award.
She did.
So that was amazing to watch. That was her first television performance in 7 years.
That's pretty cool to see.
So that was fun. And then Rod Stewart.
Great moment.
Yes, it
Saw
was
that.
amazing. Yeah.
His daughter, one of the daughters, and I can't remember the name of the band, is in a country band.
Okay.
And they played at the Crystal Ballroom.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh,
they
that's
played-
awesome.
Yeah, I forget the name of the band, but they were really cool, super talented
I don't
girls.
think I knew that. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
But nobody here knows this. You come from a little line of country music in the family.
I do,
Mr.
yes.
Dean Sams from Lone
Yes,
Star.
yes. I don't know if y'all know Lone Star, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. This crowd knows Lone Star. We play it all the time. Amazed.
Yeah,
Look,
yeah,
my
yeah.
front porch looking in. We
Oh,
do all
yeah.
that stuff. Yeah.
So yeah, he came up with Lone Star. Well, I'm trying to think here. I'm trying to out him. I'm when I'm doing these interviews, I'm like want to think of something interesting to say. So like to prove to y'all that I know that my uncle did indeed start that band. I'm trying to think of the original name, Texas C. Isn't that
Texas
the
C?
worst name? I love him. I love him so much, and he'll tell you this. He'll tell you it's bad, but they were gonna go with Texas C.
Oh, wow. That's
I
not a
know.
good name.
So it's a mix of Texas and Tennessee.
Yeah.
Did y'all get that?
Oh,
It's yeah.
gotcha.
So Lone Star starting
out
to sound
better.
like a great
Yeah.
idea right now.
Well, crazy story. Not long ago, we had Richie McDonald here from Lone Star. He was here.
Well, they're doing the frontmen now.
Yeah, and they were here. We had a great time with that.
Yeah.
It was a blast. Did you take anything away from him, learning from him? Did he give you advice? Or is this like, all right, kid, you're my nephew?
So he actually gave me some of my favorite advice I've ever received. We right when this kind of all started happening, it started, I guess you could say right when it started to get weird. It was like, okay, what? This is we went and sat down at this Mexican place in the Gulch in Nashville, and we ordered food, and it was, great. It was my uncle. We haven't seen him in a while, and we were talking, and then he started talking, about advice. You could tell it was getting to that
coming.
point,
Yeah.
And so he was like, the one thing, he's like, this is how you know it's good advice. Starts with a story. So he's like, I was at, I can't even remember, it's probably the ACM's, some sort of award show, and Lone Star got nominated, and Dean was the only one that can make it to the award show. And so he was there, and he had no clue. They ended up winning, probably Group of the Year or something. And he gets up, he accepts the award. He was like, he shows me this video. He's like, look at how goofy I was dressing, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, and you know what's crazy is I look back at this moment a few months later, and I didn't remember accepting the award.
It does fly by. I will admit that.
And he was like, it was just kind of like a weird experience. I was like, how do I not remember accepting this award? And he was like, so what I could tell you is take everything as it comes.
Yes.
Be in the moment and be happy for the moment, and don't always be thinking about what's next.
Right.
Because
take it day by day.
Yes.
It's
true.
true.
That's probably the best advice that I've
smart
thus far.
And your videographer is with you, so you're doing lots of videos, so you can look back on time and do this. I will attest to that, because when we won the Station of the Year and we got the CMA award, they said, Danny, you're going to go on stage and you're going to accept it. I was like, okay. My hands are sweaty right now just holding the mic, but my hands were super sweaty that night. And I thought
you should have felt mine on the carpet. I thought
like,
I looked great. I looked great. I was like, yeah, I'm confident.
Did anyone see his photos that the studio was wearing at the AMAs?
Okay, but that suit was hot. Give me a break.
Well, and
it
you're
was
in
hot.
Vegas.
Oh my God.
Yeah, and it was hot. It was in Vegas. Yeah. But here's the deal. So when I went to grab, they handed me the trophy. It came from Thompson Square. I thought I was going to drop it, and I don't remember saying anything. At that time they let us say something, and I just stood there like,
yeah,
look at that, and I was like, don't drop this trophy, Danny. You're gonna never make it home.
Yeah, the singing was never the hard part for me. It's the talking that I made that comment earlier. I've gotten way better.
You're great.
I don't know if it's obvious.
It's great.
Thank you. I've tried.
That's fun.
But that was the learning curve for sure. Was the
it's great
public
advice.
Speaking. I can public sing all day.
No doubt. We see that. That's obvious. All right, let's get to know you a little bit. When you're in Vegas, 2 more questions. I know you're in Vegas. You made it to the Sphere to see Kenny Chesney.
Oh my gosh, that was amazing. And so we've gotten to a point where we have some friends, and I don't like to use people or make people feel used, but every once in a while you got to call somebody up. So I called Troy Tomlinson, who runs Universal Publishing out of Nashville, who has Kenny. We were like, we're kind of bored tonight in Vegas. We would love to go see Kenny. I don't care if it's nosebleeds, And so they're like, okay, yeah, I'll make a call. We'll get back to you. He got back to us, and turns out we have the same touring company. So
wow.
What's the word? Just like not producing, but yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got you.
Yeah.
Same crew.
Yeah. And so they're like, yeah. So we're gonna put you in Messina touring groups booth. And I was like, oh, yeah. Let's do that. And so we're like, we think that for a few hours. We think we're going to be in that suite. And then we get another call, and they're like, we're actually going to put you in the owner's suite of the Sphere. Kenny's camp wants to make sure that you're set up nice. And I was like, oh, okay, fine. And so we show up. We have no idea what to expect. It's the best seats in the house.
Not the floor. You definitely do not want to sit on the floor, for sure.
Is that what they say? Is this bad?
For this tour, they say if you can get on the floor, it's cool because it includes the bar and you get and stuff like that. But they say you want to sit in the 200 level or the 300 level because then you get the full array of like the whole circle.
Yeah, it really felt like a VR headset.
Yeah,
is the best way to explain it. And so we were sitting there. We have no idea what to expect. We went to dinner before. We didn't have to. We show up and there's food everywhere. Kind of wish I didn't eat, but the food was amazing. Anyways, we show up. We sit down, and we're watching. And then all of a sudden, here comes Lainey Wilson. Oh no!
Good catch.
Whoa, Jesus.
Good call. Here, let's put your guitar down.
Yeah.
Let's put it over here.
Let's do it.
I'm not going to make you play anymore. I promise. Not until after dinner when we're alone. So you can give me more guitar lessons.
What do I do with my hands? So Lainey walks up, and I haven't met Lainey before.
Oh.
So I see a lot of celebrities more than you would think. I still haven't gotten used to it yet necessarily, but I'm more used to it. It just freaks you out. You're like, oh, what? That is her.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. It's like, okay, all right, it's fine. It's fine. No, you're cool.
Yeah.
You're
Be cool about
fine.
it.
And I
Your
was
mom's elbowing you. Don't make the stupid move.
So I was like, okay, I got to introduce myself. So I walked up behind her. I was like, hey, Lainey, I'm not sure if you know who I am or not. My name's Ty Myers. And she's like, oh, yeah, I know you. And she was the sweetest ever. Oh, my God. There's like something about Southern hospitality, that you just like.
She is a sweetheart.
Yeah, she was so sweet. But we watched the show. The show was amazing. It was my first time ever seeing Kenny live. It was probably my mom's 25th time ever seeing Kenny live.
So mom's a super fan.
Yeah,
That's
for
awesome.
sure. And but it was a great time. No other venue like that.
No, it's one of a kind. We're trying to get tickets, and I've been failing every time. It's crazy. I'm going to get down there, though. Okay, 5 quick questions, super simple, one-word answers, just to get to know you just a little bit more.
Okay, here we go. All right.
Favorite food? I thought this was going to be easy.
Steak.
Steak?
Steak.
Okay.
Well,
steak and potatoes?
fried backstrap. I'm gonna say fried venison backstrap. I would say.
Well, I hear a lot of that elk here. Yeah. How many hunters are in the building right now with us?
Elk. Yeah, we like Axis, fried Axis backstrap in Texas.
Oh,
that's where it's at.
All right. Just put this aside.
Yes.
Can't touch it. Favorite hobby besides guitar?
These are the hardest questions that have been asked so far. I love to golf. I golf.
Okay.
But the problem is I don't golf as much as I need to.
Well, you're not alone. I
Yeah.
think unless you're on the PGA Tour, it's a different story.
Yeah. So
right?
but the thing with me with golf is I'll be addicted to it where I gotta play. I gotta play every day.
It's like this.
Yeah. And then but unlike that, I'll go through stretches where I'm like, even want to think about picking up a golf club right now.
Yeah.
I couldn't. But then the thing is those breaks are like exactly what you need because I come back and unlike that's where golf differs from like anything I've ever done before. It's
Sure.
like you come back after that break and your swing is like butter and you're like, whoa.
This is what I've been missing.
Yeah, and then it's like a weekend and then you're like, okay, back to normal.
Yeah. All right. Being from Texas, you kind of answered this a little bit, but I just want to double check. Do you have a favorite season?
Fall for sure.
Fall?
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah, it's hunting season.
Well, we're going to have to obviously get you back here.
Yes.
Because
yes.
we have beautiful falls here.
Yes, I
And,
do. And it's football season.
Yep.
And
we have the Seahawks.
Yeah.
I think they're playing the Texans. If that,
Oh, wow.
Hey, now the Seahawks, watch it up there. You know that's my team. All right.
we got any Oregon Duck fans?
Oh yeah.
I have some buddies in high school that play football.
Really?
For the Ducks, yeah. Quarterback, he's a backup quarterback, Austin Novosad.
Okay, yeah.
And
they went to high
I have a
school
few
in
from
Texas,
those
right?
friends.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we have
Went to
a
my high
mixture. We live in a weird area. Like we represent Oregon, but Washington's right there.
Yeah,
And we
yeah,
have
yeah,
two
yeah.
more schools, so there's a 4-way tie for schools in a battle.
Here's the deal: is I don't have anything against any teams up here except for Washington State.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Or actually, no, not Washington State.
Huskies.
Washington.
So there's Washington Huskies.
Washington, because Washington knocked UT out of the playoffs.
Yes.
Twice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, you can pick a bone with them all day long.
Washington, everyone, right?
You either a beaver, a duck, or a
Yes.
coug is what it is. It's crazy.
A coug.
Yeah. All right. Biggest fear. A coug. Yeah. Cougar. Biggest fear.
Biggest fear. Oh God, that is a tough one. Oh my God.
I swear, I was trying to make the easiest questions ever.
Biggest fear. That's tough. That's really tough.
I would say not forgetting the words because that's obviously not a problem.
Well, you'd be surprised. But you know, forgetting the words isn't always the worst thing. You just gotta laugh, and then everybody else will laugh.
Well,
They'll be like, "Oh,
yeah," and they sing it for you.
yeah."
So you're okay.
That's what. Yeah, it's like, yeah, you sing it. Yeah.
I forgot this lyric. Go for it.
Probably like breaking something on tour.
Oh,
Like,
okay.
I've thought about that a lot, like because
Bones, like an ankle or a wrist.
Yeah, well, because I
If
don't
you
even
break
want
a
to
r-
say this right now.
No, don't say it.
I'm
Don't say it. Don't say it.
wait, hold on.
I don't want to be
Is
the
this
guy
some
that
wood?
jinxed you from this tour.
There's no wood around here. I just knock on
The stage is
here
wood.
we go. Here
Knock
we
on
go.
the wood.
Here we
Here.
go, my guitar.
Here, there.
So
Knock.
I got to say it first, and then you got to knock on it. I broken a lot of bones in my life, but like for some reason it's probably because I've stopped playing sports.
Right.
I just haven't broken
Baseball,
anything in a
football.
while. There we go.
Thank goodness.
I don't want to break anything.
No. Trust me, it's not
Please,
fun.
it's
I know.
not. Yeah, I've broken. Like I was saying, I was trying on rings the other day for some stylist thing or whatever, and I was like putting on rings, and they're like, "Why do none of these rings fit you?" And I'm like, "Because the actual girth of my fingers fluctuates so much because I've broken so many of my fingers."
Wow.
That like they'll just like
From
inflate.
sports?
Oh yeah, I broke.
Okay.
I think I've broken this one, this one, this one, this one. And
Football or baseball?
This one. About half and half, mostly football. Probably.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then other stuff, just being an idiot.
Broken bones is no fun thing, that's for sure.
No, it's
All right, one last question. You're on tour. Your mom and dad, like everything's going good for
Yes.
you. What's the one dream car you want to buy?
Oh, okay. I got this one. This one's easy. So it's kind of a real dream car, you know, and they don't have. There's just a few hundred in the world. The Mercedes 300 SL Gullwing.
Okay.
Yeah,
Seen it?
Yeah,
It's the one that the doors open
yeah.
up
The
at
doors
top?
open up at the top and they touch. So you know, some people you either like love it and it's like the sexiest car of all time,
Right.
Or like you're like nah, and then like those people I don't really talk to. So
Scottie Pippen used to
Yes.
play for the Blazers,
Yes.
and he had one. And our old radio station used to be down the street at the Coin Building,
Yeah.
and Morton's was downstairs. And he would pull up in that car, and the doors would open, and everybody would just like drool. And
Yeah.
it was so cool to see those.
yeah, and
in
they make
person.
they may come with like this like maroon interior.
That's awesome.
That's like the real vintage.
Yeah,
classic
yeah.
look.
It's cool. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hand for Mr. Ty Myers.
Thank y'all. Thank y'all.
buddy. So good to see you.
Yes, very good to see you. It's good to be in Portland.
Yeah.
Very excited. Excited for the show tomorrow. It's going to be so much fun.
Who's all going to the show
coming?
tomorrow night? All right, good.
I had a feeling these girls were coming.
This whole downstairs section. All right, who wants to meet Ty? Okay, that was like that was even dumber than some of these. Let me tell you. Okay, so here's how it works, gang. If you haven't been with us before, everyone that's downstairs, you're gonna remain seated. We will get you up there. Upstairs, if you're seated, please stay seated. Everybody that's standing, we're gonna get you taken care of first right away to make sure we get everybody in and out because we want Ty and his family to go enjoy Portland. Go enjoy a nice dinner tonight. But one more time, put your hands together for Mr. Ty Myers.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Y'all have been amazing. Thank
Buddy.
you for having me.
Good to see you.
Very good to see you.
And next time I come to Texas, I'm crashing with your mom because it's a cool place down there. I want to see that cattle ranch. Live Studio.
They want me to sing it, so I'm going to sing it. Thank y'all. That's a fun one. That's a fun one.
But we don't need to we don't need.
Only worse at. Thank y'all. I think I got one more. I think I. I think I